Bronny James has captured significant attention in the basketball world. As the son of NBA legend LeBron James, Bronny, a highly regarded four-star recruit, received invitations to prestigious events like the McDonald's All-American Game and the Nike Hoop Summit. Anticipation grew regarding his professional trajectory, with some speculating that he could potentially play alongside his father. While most 2024 NBA mock drafts do not currently project Bronny James as near a first-round pick, there were a few forecasts which positioned him within the elite category at the start of the NCAA season. But Bronny's debut season in college took an unexpected turn. In July, he experienced a cardiac arrest, which led to a delay in his return to the court. Despite being cleared to play midway through the fall, his performance at USC fell short of first-round expectations. Nevertheless, James opted to declare for the NBA draft while retaining his eligibility for college and the transfer portal. It's likely he'll pursue opportunities elsewhere next season, either in a professional league or at another college. Many reports claim that James is currently focused on the NBA draft process, aiming to secure a selection that meets the standards set by him and his father's agency Clutch Sports. The specifics of their preferred draft range or team remain unclear, but the question is this: is Bronny James an NBA-level talent? At USC, Bronny was listed as a 6'4" guard, although most scouts anticipate he'll measure closer to 6'3" or even 6'2" at the NBA Draft Combine. Despite this, he boasts a solid 210-pound frame and possesses an NBA-level blend of explosiveness and strength. In terms of NBA standards, James is currently recognized as a defense-first player. He excels at defending the point of attack, utilizing his physical attributes to disrupt opposing guards and staunchly defend drives. Additionally, he demonstrates adeptness as a team defender, displaying a good basketball IQ. While he may struggle to effectively switch onto larger wing players, his physicality allows him to avoid being totally exploited. Although slightly undersized for an NBA shooting guard, it wouldn't be impossible for him to hold his own defensively from the outset. However, James's offensive capabilities do not yet meet NBA standards and remain a considerable distance away. He posted modest averages of 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in 19.3 minutes per game, with shooting percentages of just 36.6% from the field and 26.7% from beyond the arc. Despite showing promise as a shooter in high school, he has yet to consistently demonstrate this ability at the collegiate level. While his shooting mechanics are sound, his lack of rhythm, possibly stemming from off-season clearance issues, has hindered his progress. Consequently, there's uncertainty regarding his ability to consistently connect from NBA three-point range. While possessing a similar preference for passing to his father, Bronny lacks proficiency as a ball handler and driver. He lacks the agility and craftiness off the dribble that characterizes elite players. Even when utilizing screens or attacking heavy defensive pressure, he struggled to penetrate the half-court paint. His ability to change pace and direction is limited, and he doesn't cover ground quickly with his first step or stride length. Overall, James faced significant challenges on the offensive end at USC. Opponents could easily defend him by closing out short due to his inconsistent jumper, and he proved susceptible to defenders staying in front of him. Additionally, he lacked an effective mid-range game, converting just 9 of 27 non-3-point non-layup attempts. To elevate his offensive game to an NBA level, James must make substantial improvements in his ball handling skills. Now, let's be completely honest with ourselves. If Bronny James didn't have an all-time great GOAT-level father active in the NBA, what would his draft profile look like? To put it plainly, discussions about Bronny James as a potential NBA player this coming season would not be happening. NBA teams typically show limited interest in smaller guards who prioritize defense unless they demonstrate sufficient offensive effectiveness in their respective roles. While Bronny is clearly a tremendous athlete and ball player, there is no reason to believe there is some untapped NBA star potential. Of course, it's early, but I mean, who would his NBA comparisons be? I think it would be a stretch, but maybe he could be a George Hill or max out on the defensive end as an Avery Bradley archetype. Maybe he could lean towards Gary Harris or even a Patrick Beverley. The point is, there's not much to go on and no real indicators that he's NBA ready. But here's the thing, here's the truth. Certainly, especially given the context of LeBron's potential free agency this summer, with a $51 million player option, not that money is a driving factor for him at this point, LeBron has expressed his desire to share the court with his son at some point. The question arises, might an NBA team select Bronny as a strategic move to entice LeBron to join their roster this offseason? And if so, at what draft pick would such a move be deemed worthwhile? Furthermore, will Clutch Sports, led by LeBron's agent and childhood friend Rich Paul, attempt to deter certain teams from drafting Bronny to steer him towards a preferred destination? These are questions most certainly occupying the minds of several front offices. The most apparent candidate for employing such tactics is LeBron's current team, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers hold only one confirmed pick in this draft, the LA Clippers' second-round pick, currently slotted at number 55. Los Angeles might consider trading into an earlier part of the second round to improve their chances of selecting Bronny. Beyond LA, the Philadelphia 76ers frequently emerge in discussions among members of other teams. With stars like Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, significant cap space, their own first-round pick, and a general manager like Daryl Morey makes the 76ers an intriguing possibility. Then again, in recent years, few teams have demonstrated a stronger commitment to player development than the Miami Heat. They've successfully transformed numerous undrafted free agents and discarded NBA players into valuable contributors, while Jaime Jaquez Jr., the number 18 pick in the 2023 draft, doesn't quite fit into that narrative. He's yet another young player flourishing under Miami's championship aspirations. I mean, the label of Heat culture has garnished widespread recognition for good reason. With the second-round pick currently slated at number 43 overall, the Heat could target Bronny, or they could opt to pursue him if he remains undrafted. South Florida presents an appealing environment for Bronny's development. Taking a step back from the limelight could facilitate his growth, and head coach Erik Spoelstra has a proven track record of maximizing talent for those willing to put in the effort. Could we see LeBron James back in a Heat jersey should they draft his son? Here's one more idea. Regardless of the San Antonio Spurs' current win-loss record, attaching yourself to Victor Wembanyama for the future would be among the wisest moves you could make. Wembanyama's rookie season statistics speak volumes, and he's a lock for the Rookie of the Year award. As the Spurs continue to shape their roster around Wemby, addressing the point guard position is likely a priority in the offseason. Trey Jones may not be the solution, particularly in a starting capacity, and his future with the team remains uncertain due to his 2-year contract. Who knows, San Antonio might consider drafting Bronny James. Would that mean LeBron James would finally be coached by Greg Popovich? Anyhow, opting for the NBA at this juncture raises concerns that he might find himself relegated to the G League, where competition levels are not as intense. Few players known for their defensive prowess in the G League transition to a sustained NBA career, and it's doubtful that any professional team, be it NBA, G League, or even overseas, would afford Bronny James the necessary playing time to develop the skills he needs to be a real NBA talent. It seems like college is the place to develop. If Bronny already has NBA teams considering drafting him, even if it's primarily off of his name, the list of colleges that would be happy to accept his transfer must be significant. Where do you think Bronny James belongs in the NBA draft? Do you think it would be wiser to pursue more college? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching Sports Pantheon.